What's up? What's up, Facebook? I've got both screens here today, so that's exciting. Maybe not for you, but for me, because now I get to teach this class not completely blind. So we're gonna get started here in just a little second. But I want to take a minute to thank you guys for hanging out with me and learning through the last, like, I don't know, forever. It seems like we've been doing these classes. Oh, people can't hear me? No? Jump in here. All right, echoing. Oh, well, maybe if I talk softer? No? Still really bad. Well, I guess we're going to figure out what's going on. Good thing that there's one person watching and it's probably Megan. If it's not Megan, then maybe it's somebody else. All right, let's check out my audio and see if we can figure out what is going on. Echo cancellation. What about that? Is this a little better? All right. Woohoo! The power of teamwork. All right. Well, this is makes sense for one of the last classes that we're going to teach on Canva. I say that with like a little asterisk because I am going to be teaching another series on Canva just as it pertains to food businesses. So if that's you, I'll see you then. If it's not, let's have a one-on-one. Let's chat or watch my videos again. I don't know, but please, comment throughout the class. And if you have questions on, what I'm talking about, or if you, have never gotten into Canva before, if you don't know if you want to run a YouTube ad, those are a lot of questions. Those are really loaded questions and probably things that I can't address right on the spot, but I want to make sure that I can connect with you in a one-on-one way. So, hit me up on Facebook, email me, go to the Square One page, and we can figure that out there. But we will go ahead and share my screen. Thank God we had technical issues before 4 people decided to jump on. So if you're one of the people that's not Megan that's watching this class, let me know who you are in the comments, and we will, get going. Hey, Shannon, thanks for tuning in. But while I'm sharing my screen, like I said, if you guys want to introduce yourself, your name, what your business is, maybe if you've ever used Canva before. Ooh, chirpy. All right, here we go. All right, so we love Canva. We love a blank screen, but let me go back to my home page real quick and let me make sure that I've got this pulled up on my other screen as well. So my internet has decided to go really slowly. Maybe it was just waiting for me to catch up. We'll go with that one. So you're going to use your little search box, of course. And, today, like I said, we're talking YouTube video ads. So what I mean by that is we all know when we watch YouTube videos, we usually have to watch anywhere between a 10 to 20 second video right off the bat if we want to watch this video. That's not necessarily every single time in a YouTube video, but for some users, right, like people with a bunch of followers, like their videos have ads. And so we may not have that big of a following on YouTube. However, if we can run an ad in those videos that have a lot of viewers, then maybe we can get more business that way. So this is an option for you. So if you do have, money for ads in your budget, then this may be a good option for you. But what you're going to do is when we're creating this in Canva, you're going to go to your little search box, type in my favorite word, YouTube, and you can see that YouTube video ad is down here. So when we click on that, we're going to get that default screen where that's going to ask us if we want to start with a blank one or if we want to start with a template. You guys know me, I like to always start with a blank one. Of course, I like to say we start blank, but I like adding templates as we go, just so we can play around and see what works in there. Hi, Judy. Thanks for coming back. I recognize you. So, Judy, if you have any questions, feel free to jump in here. You're you're a library lover at this point. If you come to more than one class, you're officially a library lover. Shannon, thank you so much for sharing that. You're an MBA. I'm an MBA too. We can be MBA buddies. Awesome. I'm going to check out your LinkedIn right after this class. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I'm going to create a couple ads with you guys today, but I did want to point out real quick. So when we come over here to these templates, we can see, this one defaults to about 16 seconds, this one to 14, this one to 16, 14, 15. There's a trend here, right? Like they're all under that 20-second mark. So this is really important that if you are wanting to do a video ad, think about from a consumer perspective, when you're watching a YouTube video, usually you have to watch 15 seconds of the video before you can skip it, right? So why not just keep your ad really, really short so they have to watch the entire thing? Because the last thing you want to do is have a 45-second video ad that people are going to be able to skip after 15 seconds. I don't know about you guys, but if I have the option to skip it, I'm going to skip it. So we want to make sure that we keep these nice and short. So if you decide to start blank, just make sure that you're really cognizant of this number up here. That when you play that, right now it's at 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds of a blank screen, but as you start adding stuff in here, that number is going to go up. So these are things that we want to make sure that we are paying attention to. Thanks, Judy. We think you rock too. All right. So the first one, and this is something that, I've kind of done in the past when I'm talking about Facebook video ads, but it's really similar in the way that we do YouTube video ads. But let's find a template that we like and we can start that way. I like all the little animations of these different things. And another thing we can do is when we select these, it shows you the 3 screens, or sometimes there's, let's see how many this one has. This one has 4 screens, and this one ends on a logo, which is, if you've got an awesome logo that you want to end on, that's a great way to do that one. I actually like this one. So let's go ahead and apply this one. So what we're going to do when we start with a template is when we find what we like and we selected something like this, we can either individually click each one of these and it will pop those in our design. Or if we hit this apply all 4 pages button, it's going to put all 4 of them right in there right off the bat. You see how it looks down here. So this is your video editing tool down here, basically. So if I grab one of these and I can kind of pull them and rearrange some stuff, of course, this is in a very particular order because it's a template, so we don't want to mess with it too much. But that being said, if we go to our uploads, this is actually pretty important, you guys. So when we're talking video ads, we want to make sure that we're actually using video that makes sense for our business. And a lot of times that's going to come from original video. So video that you own or that you've done using your phone, right? So Canva has stock footage, you can use that. But if it's an ad for your business, it makes more sense to use video that you have, right? So you're going to upload your media into that uploads file. And I've already uploaded a bunch of videos in here, but if we, let's do a one-on-one with Kelly, right? So we've got a bunch of stuff on here with Kelly doing a one-on-one. So if we were to make a YouTube video ad that was trying to get people to come into the library to have a one-on-one with Kelly, right? Then we would obviously use an example of what that would look like and what they would get out of that, right? Another thing that it's important to think about is we all know that when we Google something, that is being noted somewhere, right? Like everybody knows that there's cookies that are following you around, and it's almost a little big brothery. But the fact of the matter is that when you go to watch a YouTube video, you see things on there, or you see ads that like pertain to you more than just like some random user, right? So if I'm going to, have this business one-on-one ad run on YouTube, I get to select what demographic that it's going to run through. So I'm not just going to say the general public, because we know that a lot of kids are on YouTube as well, and they don't need a one-on-one with Kelly, right? But the types of people that do need a one-on-one with Kelly are maybe the types of people who are watching how-to business videos, or social media tips and tricks videos, or business consultants, or those influencers that have a lot of really insightful knowledge in the marketing industry. So all of these are things that you want to think about. Like, we're going to make this video, but where do we want to put the video? In what videos do we want to insert this ad? So just something to think about. Jump back over here and make sure that we've got we're good to go. All right, perfect. So first thing I'm going to want to do is swap out this background or this video that they've got going on here. It looks like someone reading a book. It's great. Does not pertain to what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And then I am going to take this keyboard image. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Just so I can show you where that mistake happened. So this was actually on the second screen. I want to edit from the beginning just to keep it all in line. So this is the first screen of the video, and you can see that it says wide range of courses in 50 different languages, led by industry experts. Boom, the logo, right? So let's start back from the beginning here. Like I said, we want to select that video and delete it. It doesn't make sense with what we're doing. But I'm going to take this this keyboard video and I'm going to pop that right in the background. So I want to show you guys how I did that. So I grabbed it and I held my mouse and I am dragging it over, and I'm going to hover my mouse right over the side of this design, and it's going to default to the background. So I'm going to drop that in there. All right, perfect. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I've got audio on my end, and I want to take some of that audio out. And also, you'll see that this just bumped my video up to 23 seconds because this video is 12.1 seconds. So if we were going to run this video as is, that's 8 seconds that people are probably going to not even see. So they're not going to get that logo at the end. They may not even get to that second to last screen. So what I'm going to want to do is come over here to my my scissors or my my cut option. We'll click on that, and it's going to show me, okay, there's 12 seconds of this. Where do you want to cut it? Well, these two purple bars on the side are how you're going to select what you want to be cut. So I want everything cut until right there, right? So all we get is typing on the computer and maybe a little zoom out. In fact, I might cut that a little sooner. Let's have a 5-second clip. Perfect. All right. So once you cut it, make sure to hit this done button, or else it doesn't cut. You didn't say anything. It can kind of be a pain in the butt. So another thing we're going to want to do, like I said, I can hear audio on my end, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear that audio as well. But what I'm going to do is come over here to my audio button. I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to take audio away. Another way you can do that is by clicking the mute button. So now this does not have any audio behind it, so you can't hear the clickety clack. If you like it in there, leave it. I like taking it out. But so we've got we've got that background video in there. Another thing we're going to want to do is replace this logo with a Square One logo, right? So I can use that in uploads. Of course, if I search for logo, they're going to be in there, but I actually have a folder of logos down here, and I'm going to upload this Square One logo. Make it a little smaller. We can do the same thing, keep it up here at the top. I'm going to move it a little bit, just design wise. I like this a little better. You guys can feel free to pipe in if you like it better or worse. And then of course this orange bar around the side, we want to make sure that we switch that color out to a brand color. So I'm going to select my orange box up here. It's showing me what colors are currently in the document, but if I come down here, I can see all of our brand colors that we have uploaded. If you want to add your brand colors, you do that from your home page. And if you go to your brand kit, it's going to be on the left-hand menu. Real quick, I'll show you where that's at. So this brand kit right here. I will say this is a pro function. So if you have the free Canva account, this is a paid feature, so you may not have access to that. If you don't, that's okay. Just have some like notes on the side of your computer, whatever those color codes are for your logo. So obviously black is 000, 000, white FFF, FFF. But this blue is 00ADF1, right? So just make sure that you write that down, because you can type that color code in right here and you will find out what color that is. So if I type in this one says 00C4CC. Let's see what color that is. 00C4CC. Oh, it's It's Canva blue, of course. So if we selected something like that, then just so you guys know, those color codes are really important, especially if you have a logo, just to make sure that you stick with your brand on your social media designs and in these video ads. But I'm going to click on our square one blue. Love it. Looks good. And of course, I want to change the text here to make sense with the actual ad itself. So I want to say, need business help. It works for me. Another thing we can do again is, play around with the size of this text. If I wanted to make this all on one line, I could do that. Actually, kind of liked it over there on the side. But what I might do is the space in between these lines is a little wide. So I'm going to come up here to my spacing option and make that just a little smaller, bring it a little closer together. And then you guys know that I love playing around with the effects on fonts, and especially giving something a little bit of a lift or a shadow. By giving something like a darker shadow, it gives it some depth in there, so you can read it a little better. And then, of course, this is not my particular brand font. It's in a different font, but we use this Open Sans at Square One, so we can switch that out. And now we've got the first screen of this video ad ready to go. So all we have to do is hit that next screen, and let's do the same thing, right? So we're going to take this background video out, come back up here to my uploads, and let's find maybe something like this is an 18-second one. So we're definitely going to need to trim on this one. All right. Let's take our audio out first. All right, the audio's gone now. We can crop down. Let's make this way shorter. Let's do 4 seconds this time. Short and sweet to the point. Hit that done. That saves it. All right. So you want to make sure that when you're changing this text, like everything flows together, right? So we've got you need business help. How about we've got you covered? That's fun. All right, so let's play around with that a little bit. Of course, I want to make this my brand font. I want to get that shadow effect with the black color behind it. You can read it a lot better. Let's change my orange out to my blue. And we're good to go on that second screen, right? All right, let's move on to the third one, and then we're going to throw that logo on the back, and we'll see what this video ad ends up looking like. All right, so again, let's take out the background. Let's pop in. This one's quite a bit longer. Let's mute it. Let's cut it. And let's move this over a little bit. Shorter the better. Ooh, 19 seconds. Let's go a little shorter than that. And this is another thing you're going to want to play around with. This is, just a real quick, short 3 seconds of somebody, this is more recent point of the screen. So this is fine. Let's do call us today. Now, I don't love the position of where this text is. So what I think I'm going to do is change the alignment. So you can see that this one is right aligned. If I click this a few more times, now it's going to give me left aligned, and it has shifted that text over. So I'm going to move this over here and maybe give it a significant lift or shadow behind it, just so that you can see that text a lot better. Let's play around with transparency. Let's give it some offset. All right. That looks okay up there, but that really bright in the background, messes with it a little bit. But if we bring it down here, all right, we can see that a lot better. So let's change our orange to our blue. Real quick, let's go to this last screen. Let's change out the orange to the blue, take out this silly logo, and we'll put our Square One logo back in there. Make it a little bigger, and we could put a phone number in there. as we have asked people to call us. But now we've got a 17-second video. That's good. We actually don't really need this slide to be a full 5 seconds. It can probably just be, 3 seconds, not 30. And that gets us to a nice, even 15-second video. Let's go ahead and center that down there. Let's see what kind of animation we've got going on here. Sorry, I'm like talking to myself at this point. So anyway, this last slide doesn't necessarily have any movement with it. So what we want to do is, okay, so this block is how we're going to animate. So this, we'll say animate if there's not already something there. But these are different animations that you can do for static images. So we can see it pans, or we can have it rise, zoom, messes the colors up a little bit. The flow, this is one of my favorite ones, is like stomp, or this pop. I like those different ones. But play around some of this, figure out what you like. This was the default, was this block, but it doesn't look like it is actually doing too much. So find something that works for you. Like I said, I like this pop. And let's watch this thing from the beginning. Oh, fun little background music. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So that is a really short, easy video ad that you can pop in to your Google account so that you can have that running in some YouTube video ads. Like I said, you might think of putting this in specific accounts that are business related, marketing related, entrepreneurship related, startup related. You get what I'm saying, right? You want to make sure that you're hitting the right demographic. So this is a really quick way to do that. Another thing that I wanted to show you how to do on here is that, there's a lot of color going on in this in the background here, which sometimes makes it a little difficult to read that text. So what we can also do is, like we can edit photos, we can also edit and adjust videos. So if I select one of our videos, we can play around with the transparency. We can, have that go a little darker. That definitely helps with the text in the background. Again, we can do the same thing with the background here. We can have it go a little darker. We've got that gray in the background, so that gray is really coming through. And this one needs it quite a bit. So let's select that video. Let's hit our transparency and go a little darker. So, play around with it, see what looks good, see what doesn't, and always make sure to hit that play button, because you want to make sure that you're seeing the full thing, right? Another thing that we can add is music behind it. We've got that music down here at the bottom. So this is a 15-second of just, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but a kind of like almost elevator music or something, like just really plain pop sounding music. But if we come over here, let's see, we've got this more button down here at the bottom. We can go to audio, and there is a bunch of free stock audio that you can add to this video instead of what they've presented you with here. But once you find the one you like, just drag it over, drop it in there, and then you're going to hit that download button right here. You can download it as an MP4. Don't download it as anything else, because it's not going to save the correct way. You need to make sure that it is a video. Hit that download button, and you've made your video ad. So pretty easy. If you have any questions, again, feel free to drop something in the comments. We will, it really is Muzak. It gets a little, some sounds are better than others. I'll leave it at that. But this is a fairly simple process. I would say the most difficult process in this is actually like building the ad on YouTube. So maybe that's a class for a different day, or if you know somebody who does those Google ads for you, and I'll reach out to them, or reach out to me, and we can sit down and we can do it together. But so this is, one example of a short little video ad that you would run in a YouTube video. Let's go back. Let's create another one. So again, go to YouTube video ad. Just gonna think for a little bit. I like to start with a blank one, but I actually looked at this template earlier and I really liked it. So I'm going to select this one. We're going to play around with it a little bit. All right, so starting with a template, it's going to automatically put all 4 of those slides in there. So we just do what we did the first time is let's start the first slide and edit what we need to edit. Well, I am going to open up a candy shop because I have a giant sweet tooth, and I think being surrounded by candy would be good for the soul. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a fake business, and we're going to have this video ad ready to go for it. So just to show you what this looks like right now, we've got the spinning image in the back. Really simple tossed salad video, close up of a sandwich, really simple words on the side, and then, order online now. So I don't know if you guys can hear the music with that one, but I don't know. It didn't necessarily scream Italian restaurant to me. That's just me. But if I come down here to this music, I can go ahead and delete that, and we can put our own music in there. So first thing I'm going to want to do is let's swap this video out with something a little sweeter. Again, I'm going to go to my uploads, go into those videos that I've uploaded, and let's take out this background image and let's put in something like this. That's eye-catching. And see how it's almost a similar video, right? Like the movement behind it. Now, this is something that you guys can do. This is not like some high production quality video, right? Like you guys have a phone. If you were doing product videography, all you have to do is move your camera, right? Like all you have to do is circle whatever you're, taking a video of. So this video is something that you guys can do. I have full faith that you guys can handle that. So I need to think about what my brand colors are as, a new candy shop owner. So let's come up here to this green. Green doesn't scream candy to me. I think it needs to be like I don't know, maybe a purple. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, what color is candy to you? Maybe pink. I want to make sure that I'm not, hitting the wrong demographic either. So let's swap. Yeah, Megan says pink. All right, let's go with it. Maybe let's go with a magenta. That's kind of a middle of the road with purple and the pink. So what I noticed right here is I've already forgotten to do something, right? Like this video is already super long. It's a 33-second video. So let's go ahead and select that background video, and I want to make sure that I cut that down to, let's give it to maybe a 5 seconds. Oops. Here we go. All right, 5 second right off the bat. Let's change the logo here. I'm gonna call this and candy. Oh, see, we're gonna get really fancy with it. It's a shop. We can obviously play around with the fonts here as well. Let's find a fake logo to pop in here. See if there's a good candy graphic. So of course, you guys, you've got your elements. This is where you can find those images and those graphics as well. If you search for something, you can look for photos or you can look for graphics. If you want to look for videos or audio, that's in there as well. Let's see something like this as a logo. I love it. All right, so this is my new business, you guys. So this is what the first part of this video looks like. Hanna's Candy Shop. Love it. All right, so what do I have to say next about my candy shop? I want to say something like no calorie, maybe no calories, no problems. This is a 0-calorie candy business we've got going on here. I wish. We can't all get what we want all the time, I guess. But this is my fake business, so we can play around with this. So, all right, so we've edited our text here. Again, I'm going to swap out this red for that pretty magenta that we used in the first shot, and let's swap out this salad video. So we can see that it's selected here. I'm going to go back to my uploads, my videos, and let's pop it in. You guys, I probably shouldn't be doing this at lunchtime because honestly I'm a little hungry. But let's crop this one down from from 9 seconds to let's do 4 seconds. Perfect. No calories, no problems. All right. This actually looks pretty good. The only thing that we're going to want to swap out is this green around the video. So these things are grouped together. So what you're going to want to do is when I select this, it defaults to that video. But if I hit it again and I like click on specifically what I want to hit on, that green pops up there. So you'll know what you've selected with what comes up here on your menu. So if I click again, this is my video. Click once more, there's my banner. So I'm going to swap this color out with, this is another really cool function of Canva. So I've got my document colors, but look what happens if I hit that magenta again, it gets lost in the background. Well, if I hit white, it gets lost in the background over here. But now if I scroll down, that photo that I used in that first image, that logo, has this pretty teal, right? All right. It already has it there for you. You don't have to go look up whatever that color is. Or maybe I want to use this yellow. The yellow kind of looks fun with all that candy in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks good to me. We could even swap out this white with that teal and really make it pop. I don't know. You guys tell me if you think this looks crazy or not. But so now this is our second slide. Let's move back over here. Hearty comfort meals. We do chocolate too! Exclamation point. And let's play around with our same colors. Instead of the white, let's do magenta over here this time. Let's have this green be that fun yellow color. And let's have the red be that teal. And of course, we're going to pop our chocolate photo or our video over in there. Select it and cut it down from 30 seconds to, let's do 3.5 seconds. Hit that done button. Perfect. On to the next. Order online now. I'm going to change this to stop by today. And let's find my logo again. And we'll put that logo on there. All right. And swap out my green for this magenta. And let's again swap out this background image for this. So this is something that I want to show you guys. This is a really fun video of this little girl like eating some candy, but this is in the way, right? This would be a really silly thing to post because you can't see what's actually happening behind here. So if you find a template that you like and you find these videos that you want to use, but the template doesn't work for the videos, you have a couple options. One is to use a different template. Two is to use a different video. Or three, my favorite, is just edit the template that you've got. So what I'm going to do instead is, real quick, I'm going to chop this down to a little shorter. Let's do 4 seconds. Okay, that's done. All right, so I'm going to select this box here. We can see that it's grouped together. So as I move things around, everything gets moved except for that my little logo down there. So I'm going to actually move this around a little bit. I can move this off to the side. I can ungroup it. So let me show you how I would do that. So there in the middle, we can see that the text in the box is grouped together. If I hit this more button, there's this ungroup option. And that is going to make sure that all these things are moving separately. So now we can take this magenta box, we can move it maybe down. And instead of having it so boxy, we can have it maybe a little more elongated, right? So let's make it a little longer down here at the bottom. We can make sure that we center it. Let's take our text and let's stretch that out a little bit. All right, stop by today. And then we can have that logo there on the other side. So this is, one option. If you find something that you like, but it's not really working for you, you can even bring this in a little closer and really utilize that background image the best we can. Perfect. All right, so once you see something like this, if you wanted, you can take this, select that box in the back, hit your shift button, select your text, and then select that image. Now all three of those things are selected. We come back over here to our more button and we can group those things back together. So then what happens is this thing moves as one item, right? So let's put it back in the middle there and let's see what our video looks like from the beginning. Level candy shop, no calories, no problems. 0-calorie candy. We need chocolate too. All right. Stop by today. Cute little kid at the very end, right? All right, perfect. So, 16-second video. This would be another one that you could pop out onto your YouTube channel or in someone else's YouTube channel. Per click, per view, a lot of people ask me like how much something like this would cost. Well, it didn't cost you anything to make it. So you're saving a little money there. But think about the fact that as far as views are concerned, the more people that watch your ad, the more money you're paying for it. But the good thing is you get to set your threshold, right? So you can say, I only want to spend $5 a day on this ad. And so sometimes, videos, if you hit the right spot, that $5 could be gone in 5 minutes, right? Or that $5 may last you a really long time, especially if you're hitting a niche that's really, really specific and maybe the video is not being shown to as many people. So it all depends on the demographic that you're hitting, but anywhere between like 10 cents to 15 cents per view is what you're going to be paying for. And that seems, like pretty cheap for the most part, especially when you're talking about like sales, right? You want to make sure that, 10 cents, like a dime to be able to get in front of somebody, that's pretty good, but that adds up really quickly. And so if you're hitting a bunch of people and you're spending a bunch of money, but you're not hitting the right people, they're not taking any action, you need to reevaluate either the people in your demographic that you're hitting or the video ad itself. Like maybe there's something about this ad that's not hitting the way you want it to hit. So those are a couple options that we went over today. Of course, we would just download this. Let's add some audio behind it just for fun. They give you lots of different, like, you can search for different stuff, but you can't go wrong with happy. Candy makes me happy. So let's drop it in there. All right. Let's see if we can listen to this. It takes a while to get going. It's fine, right? But I can get lost in choosing the right audio for this video for the next, 20 minutes probably. But we don't need to do that. We can, figure out, see what kind of songs you're after. I could scroll for days. There's going to be so many different options. All of these are free to use. So if they're on Canva, they're free to use. When you put them on YouTube, you're not going to have any issues with copyright. So don't worry about that. Everything on Canva is, trademarked and ready to go for you. So you don't have to worry about all that other stuff. Like if, YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're going to put this stuff is like, oh, you don't own this. You do because you use Canva to do it. So you make sure you're safe that way. You're going to be good to go. So, as we kind of wind up here, I know that Megan has dropped a link to some one-on-ones with me. If you guys want a one-on-one about Canva or about YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or, anything having to do with your business, please, reach out to me. Let me know. I want to schedule a time to chat with you because that's what I like to do. It's why I love this job, is because I get to kind of like dip my hands into everybody's business and help you guys along the way. So if there's a skill that you're looking to learn, or maybe you just want some more business research, we've got a guy for that. But please feel free to reach out to us for a one-on-one. Again, if you would fill out a survey for me, that would be really beneficial. All two of you watching, one of you is Megan. Megan, fill out a survey. Just kidding. Don't do that. Katina might get mad. But please fill out that survey for me. And if you have questions, drop those in the comments. If you're watching this later, feel free to drop these questions in the comments as well. Feel free to reach out to me. Still fill out that survey. We want to make sure that you are getting all the information that you are looking for. So 3 things, you guys. Fill out the survey. Very, very important. reach out to me for a one-on-one. And the third most important thing is get on Canva and play around with it, because this is a tool that's going to help you in your business and it's completely free for you to use. So get on there, learn it. If you're still having issues, let's go back to step number 2 and reach out to me for a one-on-one, or you know what, just play around with it. Get better at it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So those are my 3 things for you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around with me. I know that these Canva series have been maybe kind of long, maybe repetitive, but hopefully they've given you some insight into how to use this platform to your advantage of your business. So I will see you guys here in a couple weeks for Canva for food businesses. And if that's you, I'll see you back. And if not, catch you on the flip side. Bye.